Hi, thank you so much for joining me. It's another amazing day for Quinn's RC. Today I have for you the CR18P EVO Pro. I have to give a massive shout out to Helidirect and HobbyPlus for sending this to me so I can unbox it for you. When this was released in December of last year, it sent shockwaves through the crawler community. Never before had we seen a reasonably priced, ready-to-run vehicle on an aluminum LCG chassis. It just was unprecedented. Let's open it up and see what we get in the box. Here we have the usual charger and wheel wrench. Oh my God. This thing has been out for a few months now, and I've seen a lot of videos about it, but I tell you, I'm almost trembling getting it out of the box. We have the usual FlySky transmitter. These are tried and true. They work really well. Lots of configurability for such a cost-effective transmitter. Blue is my favorite color, and the blue on this is like my favorite blue. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I think to take this plastic off, I'm gonna have to find some romantic music and bring the camera in a little closer. Oh yeah, almost there. Wow. Whew, that was exciting. Watch this thing crawl up onto the podium for its little beauty pageant. This is a great looking truck, but it has a lot of wonderful features too that make it stand out from the crowd. Let's have a look at some of those features now. First off, it has this lightweight pinched body so that you don't get hung up on narrow obstacles. The aluminum chassis has a 5-degree angled skid for breakover, and the motor also has a 5-degree angle. It's equipped with new big bore oil-filled shocks with aluminum caps and retainer. There's a new servo on axle system to bring the weight forward and lower and also reduce bump steer. Power comes from a huge 280 58 turn motor. There are now rock sliders as well. Here you can see the EVO Pro is much lower and wider than the previous EVO models. The EVO Pro comes with a smaller and thinner 360 milliamp hour battery. Here's a side-by-side with the previous EVO, just to show how many changes have been made to the chassis and electronics layout. The steering angle has been improved to 45 degrees. Here we are now on my outdoor course. This rock is the entry and also a pretty tough test. You can see the rear wheels get hung up often on the little ledge at the bottom. I tried a few times like this. I think there's only one truck I have. It's a pretty heavily modded little mini crawler. So after trying this a few times, I decided that I would give it a little help and added some rocks at the bottom just so there isn't that gap there anymore. And this little truck made it right up. This section right here tests the drag brake. You can see the drag brake holds. I had to give it a little gas here to stop it from flipping over forwards. And then the next little section here has very little grip And if a truck makes it up here, it's got good tires. So these stock tires actually did really well on that little section. This is a nice, mild little descent, but then the rock at the end is very steep, and it also has a tight corner at the end, so it's testing the drag brake, it's testing descent, and it's also testing the steering capabilities of the truck, and it makes it right through. It's almost a 90-degree corner through here. This section is testing side hill. Right here, it's a bit of an angle. It made it through really easy. So what I decided to do, and you'll see it in the next clip, is I removed the big rock. So right here, I took a rock out, and it almost made it. It flipped. I tried it a few times. The key is that the front left, or the lowest front wheel here, the tire needs to stay on that rock that's in the foreground, and I just couldn't get it to bite. I think it was too much to ask. I haven't had any other truck make that. So here you can see I added a rock just behind the one in the foreground to make it not quite so severe. It's still a pretty serious side hill, and the truck makes it through. All in all, it made it through my little course really well. And of course, the 2-speed allows you to disappear in a hurry.